Welcome to Accelerated Health Bites. I'm SaraBanta, and if you like what you hear today, please hit the subscribe button and share with those who may need my help. I'm only one person, but with your help, we as a team can help so many others accelerate their bodies, minds, and spirits and reach their optimal state of health. And if you listen to this and you want your own personalized protocol put together, just comment below, and I'm happy to reach out and do it for you. Today, I want to talk about a hack that you can use for weight loss, a leptin resistance hack. So, what is leptin? Not lectins, but leptin. Leptin is a hormone produced by the fat cells that says, "Stop eating, I'm satisfied." It's known as the satiety hormone. It has a specific action in the hypothalamus of the brain to control your metabolism and your appetite. The more fat you have and the more food you eat, the more leptin that's produced. And when it works correctly, it signals to the brain, I've got plenty of fat stored in fuel and I don't need any more. It shuts off those hunger signals in addition to increasing your metabolism to burn more of that body fat. However, when there's too much leptin being pumped out of the fat cell, which is abnormal, the body and brain become resistant to the message. And this is similar to insulin resistance when the body stops listening to the insulin messages. The receptors that receive leptin become resistant to leptin, and the fat cells continue to produce an abnormally amount. And the receptor essentially downgrades their response. In other words, the abnormal response occurs from the leptin. The more weight you gain and the more fat stores you have, the more the body is actually thinking it's starving. Obese people have an excess amount of leptin, but it's unavailable to the receptors and their hunger persists at a really high level. And this is why you could have plenty of energy stored in your fat cells, but they're still feeling extremely hungry and unsatisfied. And it's very difficult to have the willpower to fight that hunger. So, how do you get leptin resistance? Well, as you gain more and more fat cells, your leptin levels continue to increase in the blood. And eventually, the brain becomes numb and non responsive to the signals and starts to tune out that leptin. As the brain starts to tune out the leptin signal, it starts to think you're in a state of starvation. And as a result, the brain starts slowing the metabolism down of your entire body and increases your appetite to try and compensate. Instead of burning the extra food you just ate, your body stores it all as fat and increases your appetite in the process. This leads to more weight gain and higher leptin levels, and it is a vicious cycle. This is really depressing. The two main ways you get leptin resistance is weight gain in a short period of time or consistent yo-yo dieting. And as you're doing that yo-yo dieting, your body's being told it's going to get restricted soon. So it subsequently slows down its metabolism, which leads to a higher level of leptin. Does this sound familiar? Signs of leptin resistance. Do you find that you're looking at people and they're eating food, not exercising, and wondering how they can do that without gaining weight when you feel like if you just smell food, you'll pack on the pounds? Well, you probably have leptin resistance. And some of the signs that you do are just an inability to lose weight. No matter what you do, you're constantly gaining that weight. You're constantly craving food, even after you just ate plenty. You're constantly tired or feeling sluggish, and you have worse symptoms of your hypothyroidism. So, how do we reverse it? So, first, we want to focus on your thyroid support. Number one, you need Accelerant iodine. In reference to T4 and T3, the numbers indicate 4 and 3 molecules of iodine. And the thyroid doesn't have sufficient iodine. The thyroid hormone will be slow and lead to slower metabolism. And this is the only iodine supplement that is monoatomic and has 100% bioavailability and absorption, where most only absorb about 10 to 20%. And it's non-toxic, and a lot of other supplements have toxins in them. So Acceleradine is also programmed with scalar frequencies to detox the thyroid and all of the cells from those toxins that inhibit proper function. Another supplement called Thyroid GF will help with the thyroid by building and balancing the thyroid gland, supporting its abilities as the master control gland in producing normal and healthy metabolism. And it's helpful in both hypo and hyperthyroid responses. And then the last thyroid supplement is something called Conchinara Google. And this helps maintain a healthy thyroid, lymphatic function, and detoxification and rejuvenation of the thyroid, and helps draining that excess water and helps with circulation as well. So number 2, you want to do the accelerated ascent diet cleanse. This is my most comprehensive cleanse that really resets the whole endocrine system, the whole body. The synergy between the combined supplements lower insulin resistance, leptin resistance, thyroid resistance, and it also detoxifies and all the toxins, including heavy metals, radiation, and it produces apoptosis, which is the death and diseased cells. It kills those, burns fat, corrects irregularity, and boosts physical and mental energy, all without the detox flu symptoms that you normally get. It includes my accelerated silver, which boosts the immune system, helps with cellular energy, and it also has that scalar technology frequencies in there to help it work more efficiently. It devitalizes viruses, bacteria, candida, fungus, and all known pathogens. Next is the accelerated keto in the Ascent Cleanse. And these keto pills have a synergistic effect with the rest of the supplements to heal the body quicker. It puts your body into ketosis and fat burning within 30 minutes. It helps with appetite control and physical and mental energy. It teaches your body to utilize its own fat stores for energy. Therefore, you're just not needing that outside source of food to fuel the body. As your body's in that state, it's concentrating on cleaning out the bad cells, reducing inflammation, feeding the brain amazing energy, and healing the body. And where accelerated keto is different from any other exogenous ketone supplement is it has multiple herbal cofactors that help increase ATP production even more and actually defat the liver, which is where the fat burning occurs, and helps alleviate the brain fog. You do not need to eat a high fat diet to benefit from accelerated keto. Your body can snack on its own fat stores, and you can just focus on that protein and a lot of green vegetables. Next is the Acceleradine, which I had already mentioned, but that is included in the Ascent Cleanse. And the accelerated cellular detox powder. This is going to soak up all the toxins that you release through the other supplements. And it also has frequency enhanced scalar technology to further detox the body. I also include supplements to help with constipation. And in the end, you do a final liver flush that helps with fat burning, insulin resistance, thyroid resistance, and leptin resistance. So the Ascent Cleanse is the most comprehensive way to tackle all of these issues. And if you have any questions, if it's appropriate for you, just let me know. Also, use high intensity interval training. This will sensitize the body to leptin and insulin better than any other exercise program. It boosts growth hormone and testosterone, which both improve fat burning and anti-aging and metabolism. And of course, you need sleep. Sleep is so imperative to reset your leptin levels. Of course, also avoid the processed foods, the vegetables, oils, the fructose, and the carbs. These foods increase inflammation, and high levels of inflammation make the thyroid function worse and increase leptin resistance. It is all complicated and it's all integrated. You can't just tackle one. So if you have any questions for me, leave a comment below. You can always visit my website for the supplements and for any more information that you are seeking. Thank you for joining me today. Hit the subscribe button and share with others to be a part of this changing world, one person at a time. You can find those supplements at acceleratedhealthproducts.com. And you can also listen to my interviews with my guests at Accelerated Health Radio and TV, where they share their cutting edge modalities to optimize health and accelerate their bodies, minds, and spirits. See you in the next episode of Accelerated Health Bites.